Hello, I'm Tom. Welcome to Upavon. Today in this fly tying tutorial we're going to be tying a pseudo nymph. So in the vise we've got a size 10 wet fly hook, barbless. This is the Fario wet fly in black nickel. I just like the way the black nickel looks on the fly pattern. Olive uni thread 80. This is the olive done, slightly darker than the standard olive. Just going to run the thread on, holding the tag piece up at 45 degrees and just touching turns down towards where the barb would be, towards the back of the hook. So just part the thread there. Now for the tail, olive cock hackle. So I'm just going to pull away some of the fibres 90 degrees away from the stem, just pull those away. Keeping the tips lined up. Just going to measure it off. I want it about the length of the hook shank. Go in, loose turn, make sure you're happy with it. Couple more, tighten up, and then just trim away. Now for the body, olive bug body. Gives a lovely profile. It's quite a bulky sort of dowel back. Great for when there's damsels about, or maybe if there's some more recent fish but they've seen a lot of pressure, they're kind of just getting onto nymphs. A slightly larger dowel back often works well for those more recent fish. Or like I say, if there's big damsels or big olive buzzers coming off, the pseudo hackles work really well. The dark ones work well, especially in dark water. So if you've got water that's slightly coloured due to maybe a brown algae bloom or a little bit of peat in the water, big profiled sort of darker pseudo dowel backs tied with the black bug body work really well. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to wrap this up, and then we're going to just allow the fibres to just get stroked back, just touching turns as we go. Just wet them if you need to. One more turn should do it. There we go. Cross over the thread and the body, and then just 2 or 3 nice turns. Now let's trim away. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wet this so you can see the profile in the water when it's a little bit wetter. You can see how nice and soft that looks. Really does look really buggy. So what we're going to add in now is a couple of Goose Biots in yellow, just a little hot spot, something just to help the fish pick out this from the crowd. So I'm just going to go in towards the base, Goose Biot, trim away, and then we don't want them really fine at the tip, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim away about halfway down. Let's make them a little bit fatter. So put the first one closest to me. It's one thread wrap. Make sure you're happy with it. Doesn't need to be very long. Just another one just to keep it tight. Although there's fly smith's bobbin, so the principal one, it's got a lovely weight to it, so it really holds the materials nicely. If you want to take a look at them, they're on the website, but they really are a lovely product. So now go in with the other Goose Biot. Again, just a couple of turns just to make sure you're happy with how it's sitting. That one wants to be a little touch longer, so it's off a bit more up onto the hook shank. Just pull it back a tiny little bit. There we go. Happy with those. Maybe could be a little touch shorter still. There we go. Right, so I'm happy with those on both sides. Now what I'm going to do, Just come in, really nice tight thread wraps. Work my way right up towards the eye, and then what I'm going to do is pull them back so we can get a nice clean cut with the scissors. Made really easy with these Flysmith scissors because they are incredibly sharp. So just tidy that up at the head, and then we're going to go in with a whip finish. So last thing we're going to do is come in with the UV resin, the clear coat. This is the Upavon clear coat UV resin. Just going to put a tiny little bit on the dubbing needle. You only need a little bit for the head, and then just maybe a touch more, and just apply it all around the head, and it will give a really nice glossy finish. Obviously protect the thread. Just make sure that it's not going to get chewed apart by lots of hungry trouts. Just come in with a torch. And there we go, that's it set. So that's the Pseudo Diawl Bach tied with our olive bug body. We do it in a camo colour, black colour, olive and gold shimmer. Really does tie a nice fly. I like it on crunchy thoraxes as well. So if you want to take a look at the product, please head over to the Upavon website. And if you're liking the videos, please hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel.